Man is back.
Oh, my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered. You know what I'm saying? It's true. You know what I'm saying? But look at that, my God.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy That's the True and Fun out. Back at it with another Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War commentary video, and I got some interesting news. Even though everybody should be aware of this already, but obviously I gotta get my 2 cents on this because it's been a couple of years since I talked about this thing, and I was on the record saying that this thing is pretty much dead. You know, it should not come back. It's dead. It's done. It's over. But yet, it's coming back this year. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about E3. Yes, E3 is coming back. It will be digital only. The first ever digital only E3. So here's the deal. And this is from IGN.com. So basically, the E3, which is the Electronic Software Association, has announced their plans for the first digital only E3, which will include Nintendo and Xbox, but currently does not include Sony. Taking place from June the 12th to the 13th, E3 2021 is confirmed to include appearances from Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Brothers Games, and Koch Media. How you pronounce that joint? So 12 to the 15th, that's Saturday to Tuesday, by the way, in case y'all wondering. Sony is conspicuous by its absence on that list, which is not surprising. I'll get more of that later. And we contacted the company for comment. Other major missing companies include EA, which has recently preferred to host its own EA Play events during E3's timing, which is normally like a day or two before E3. Square Enix, Sega, Bandai Namco, Tencent, 505, and Activision Blizzard. The ESA makes clear that the list of partners marks quote-unquote early commitments, so other publishers and developers could come on board at a later date. However, before the show's pandemic-related cancellation, Sony had confirmed that it had no plans to attend E3 2020. After announcing that the show will return as a digital-only event, the E3 website promises, and I'm quoting here, live press conferences and a 4-day-long video stream, and says the show will be, and I'm quoting again here, a reimagined and hyper-engaged digital experience, end quote. Concrete details about the show remain thin on the ground, but ESA's president Stanley Pierre-Louis used a press release to say, and I'm quoting him here, "We are evolving this year's E3 into a more exclusive event, but we will still look to excite the fans with major reveals and insider opportunities that make this event the indispensable center stage for video games." End quote. What we know for sure is that the event will be entirely free after previous reports that parts of E3 2021 could be behind paywall. The ESA told IGN that, and I'm quoting here, E3's 2021 digital show is a free event for all attendees. End quote. So, what do I think about this? I'll be honest, I don't know why it's coming back. And because there's a number of things wrong with E3. Because here's the thing. Nintendo have figured this out. EA have figured this out. And to some degree, Sony have figured it out to the point where it's like, there's no need to go to E3 to showcase what your plans are over the next year or two. You can do that on your own. You can, have your own press conference and, showcase the games that you got coming out. I mean, the big three in the console wars have done it. Nintendo, Microsoft, and EA. And they all done it this year. Well, I know Sega and Nintendo did, but Microsoft, they did something stupid, but whatever. They're all capable of doing that on their own. So I don't know why they need E3 to do it. Now, yes, is E3 exciting once upon a time? Yes, it was exciting. But that's not the case anymore, in my opinion. So why is that? One, like I said, these companies are able to do things on their own. Look at Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't physically show up at E3. They have the Nintendo Direct during the time at E3. But if memory serves correctly, they're not physically there. But this time they're going to be there in some way, shape, or form, for the digital only event. So I guess that's fine. But look at EA. EA left E3 and they doing their own EA plays around the time of E3, so they can still remain relevant. I don't know if they doing that this year, but it would not surprise me if it does. Sony does their own thing at their own time. So basically, in their case, they're not sharing the spotlight with anybody else. It's Sony and it's Sony time, pretty much. So there's that. So these companies don't have to pay E3 lots of money just to showcase the games. They can showcase the games themselves for free. Now, in terms of actually being at E3, I'll be honest. Once upon a time, and I think I mentioned this in my video I did about E3 2 years ago, whatever the case may be. Once upon a time, I said that the one thing that was on my bucket list, well, one of the things rather that was on my bucket list was to get to E3, because back then you either had to be a part of the media, or you had to be a celebrity, or you had to know somebody that can get you in. And you know, that was my bucket list, to somehow bypass all of that and somehow make my way to E3 and record a bunch of stuff and present them on my channel. But ever since then, they made E3 available to the general public, which is cool. But now my desire to go went down, and then it's expensive to go. It's expensive around the area. You know, it's just straight up expensive. So now my desire to go really went down. And then here's the main reason rather. Everything that is presented for the most part, just about everything that is presented at E3 get leaked. Everything get leaked like a week or two prior. And it's like, why do we watch E3 when everything gonna be leaked? You know, it made no sense. So, and that's really the major thing. So if you combine all of those factors, my mindset was, yeah, E3 is going to die. You know, common sense. E3 should die. Because of the fact that these companies don't need E3 to present whatever games that they got coming out, or whatever games that is out now, whatever the case may be. It's too expensive for the companies and for the general public just to go, even though price for the general public shouldn't be an issue this year. And everything is leaked. So if they were to correct all of those things somehow, then yeah, E3 would be exciting again. But at this point in time, I think E3 should have stayed, well, not stay there, but it should have died 2 years ago, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I will be watching, obviously, and I might present, you know, live stream some of the stuff that E3 is doing on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/true_inferno. But my excitement for E3 is not up there. It is really not up there. I have to wait and see what else they do as time get closer towards E3. But at this point in time, my excitement is not up there for E3 at all. And I'm gonna call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.